Hey, what's going on, you guys? It's your man James, aka JP, back again with some San Diego Comic-Con coverage. This is San Diego Comic-Con 2017. Really looking forward to some of this stuff. Today we're going to be taking a look at all of Neca's products. So just like we did last year, and I believe the year before that, every year that I've covered this, I only take a handful of images. I don't take all of the images that are online and that are out, because it'll take way too long. So I just take some of the really cool things that I feel are really amazing, and that some you may feel are amazing, and I just kind of highlight them. If you want to check out all of the images, be sure to click the link down below. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. And we're going to go ahead and start off with some quarter scale stuff just to get those out of the way. So we have a new Wonder Woman figure based on obviously the Wonder Woman movie that just came out not too long ago. It looks pretty good. The head sculpt doesn't exactly look like the actress to me, but you know, the details in the outfit and everything look really good, and that metallic gold and red, all the paint apps look pretty good. It's just something about the face sculpt. It's not a bad face sculpt, it just doesn't look like the actress, to me at least. The hair looks really nice. I do like the way the hair looks. Moving on, we got Spider-Man from Spider-Man Homecoming. Now, we saw this back at Toy Fair, I believe. So, you know, it looks good. I don't think it's like a Hot Toys where the suit is a like a soft cloth material. I think it's just all like hard plastic sculpted in. But either way, it looks cool. I like the look of the eyes, like the angry look. So there is Spider-Man. Next up, we got Daredevil, which I believe we also saw at Toy Fair. And it looks good. It's based off of the comic books, one of the comic book versions of Daredevil. I'm not sure exactly which one, but it's not based off of the Netflix show. They probably couldn't get the license for that. Moving on, we have Doctor Strange. Now, this Doctor Strange figure actually looks really cool. There's a lot of detail going on here inside his robe and the cape, and just there's a lot of detail. I can only imagine seeing this in person, how much detail it actually does have with all the paint variations and all the different colors and everything like that. So this figure looks really cool. And next up, we have Deadpool. Now, it's kind of a hard image to see because there is a big reflection on the glass, but this is not a quarter scale figure. I believe this is a half scale figure. And you can see in the bottom right corner the actual quarter scale Deadpool. Just for a comparison, the size difference, I mean, this thing is basically half the size of a human. It's probably like 3-4 feet, maybe something like that. So it's pretty cool. It essentially looks like the same exact figure as the quarter scale one, obviously just a bigger version. But I mean, imagine having something like that in your home. That's insane. Now back to Deadpool. In the quarter scale, we have the X-Force, or Weapon X, I believe is another term for this actual costume, which is obviously the gray with the black and the red accents, which I've always loved for all of the characters who wear this. Wolverine, Cyclops, Deadpool, you know, everyone that has that Weapon X, I really love that whole color scheme there. And this is probably the same as the standard Deadpool, maybe with some different accessories, but either way, it looks really cool. Now, I honestly have no clue what this is from. I've never heard of Pan's Labyrinth. Could just be me, but this is the Pale Man. It's just a prototype, but I mean, look at the detail. I had to share this even though I know nothing about it. Look at the detail in this figure. The paint, the flesh tone, the flabby and like droopy skin. It just, wow. I mean, this looks incredible. So again, I have no clue what this is, but man, Neca knocked it out of the park with that one. Now we got a new Predator figure. Honestly, not the biggest Predator enthusiast, so I don't know the exact name of this Predator, but it does look pretty cool. You got some of like camo going on, as well as like a lot of translucent parts and everything like that. So, you know, Neca always kills it with all of their Predator figures. I have a handful of Predator figures, not because I'm a big fan of Predator, but just because Neca does such a good job. I really just appreciate the craftsmanship in the Predator figures. Just like this one here. I mean, look at this thing. This looks like some kind of like Shredder from Ninja Turtles hybrid with Predator. I don't even know the correct name for this guy, but man, this looks amazing. All that blood splatter and just all the different blades and everything coming out of them. Really do like this Predator here. And we got this Predator. Not really sure the name. I'm honestly not sure of any of these names, so if you guys want to let me know down below, feel free. But I thought this one was really cool. He's got the alien head like wrapped around as like a necklace type of thing, so that looks really cool. And it looks like he's got a bunch of mechanical stuff going on that as well. You can see all the little wires and everything. And then we got Dutch and Predator here in a 2-pack, it looks like, which I thought this came out years ago. Maybe they're doing like an ultimate version or something like that. Again, I'm not sure on that. And then this Predator here, not too much going on, just looks like a paint variation of one of the Predators we've already gotten before. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Bebop and Rocksteady from Ninja Turtles, just how he has that like whatever that is on the left side. It kind of looks similar to the shells that they have there in the cartoon, so that just kind of reminded me of that. Then you got this other Predator here done in this like ice blue kind of paint. So again, nothing too crazy, pretty much what we're used to seeing from the Predator line, but the colors are always really amazing. And then you can't have Predator without Alien, so here is this crazy blue alien. I don't know if this is part of the Kenner tribute line that they've been doing, but you got that one right there, and then this crazy pink one in the background. And then I don't know, is this a dog Predator? Again, I'm not a big Alien and Predator enthusiast. I've seen the movies probably about once or twice, which I know they're classics and everything like that. I've just never been the biggest fan, but that's just me. But anyways, this kind of looks like maybe a dog alien just by the way that he's posed right there, but again, not sure. And then here's a better image of that like pinkish alien there. It's got these crazy claws, which looks pretty insane. And then this I liked a lot, actually. You got these two aliens with these effects that it looks like maybe they're being shot or something like that. I can't really tell. Or are those the face huggers? Probably not. Don't kill me in the comments, guys. I really don't know much about Alien or Predator. But here's another image. You got this like midnight blue navy looking one, which looks really nice. And then you got some of the human figures from the movie as well right there. And then you're going to be getting a arsenal accessory pack for your pre-existing human figures. So you're going to get a bunch of weaponry, which looks pretty cool. You got some like flame effects, some shooting bullet effects and stuff like that. Looks like maybe some type of pouches, some turrets and stuff. So that looks awesome. And then you got this temple pillar that is going to be for the quarter scale figures. So that looks really nice. It doesn't look like there's a whole lot going on. It just looks like it's a display piece. And then I'm honestly not sure what movie. I don't think this is part of the Alien franchise. I have no clue what movie this figure is from, or these figures are from, but they look really cool, so I wanted to share it. Especially the guys in the background, in that like black suit. Those guys look really cool. And then I'm not sure if this vehicle is part of that or not, but I came across this and I just thought it was awesome. Looks like some kind of futuristic Batmobile type of thing, so that looks really cool. And then this looks like we're gonna get maybe an ultimate Chucky figure. I'm not sure if this is an ultimate figure, but it is a Chucky figure nevertheless, and it comes with 3 head sculpts, a bunch of weapons and everything like that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and assume it's an ultimate figure. And again, you know, it looks really great. And you can see just some more packaging right here. And actually, yeah, looking at it now, it does say Ultimate Chucky on the little display card on top of the box right there. And you know, it looks great. Ash versus the Evil Dead. Never seen this show, but here's some of the figures right here. You know, NECA's always killing it with the detail in all these figures, especially their zombie type figures. You know, with the flesh, like the holes in the flesh and it's missing flesh and stuff like that. So great work by NECA. And then kind of keeping on with that whole flesh theme, we got Freddy, another Ultimate Freddy figure. This is based on Nightmare on Elm Street 2, and it looks like there's some other figures based on Nightmare on Elm Street 3. So again, you know, the NECA's been doing the Freddy figures for a while, so more to add to your Freddy collection or your Nightmare on Elm Street collection. And then you got a Friday the 13th accessory pack. So that looks pretty cool. It looks like you get a part of like maybe the pier or something like that, a campfire, the Crystal Lake sign right there, so that's pretty cool. Then we got, they're continuing on with the Terminator, RoboCop versus Terminator line, and I am blanking out on the name of the endoskeleton right here. But it's kind of like some zombie skeleton along with the dog, and that's a 2-pack, and I believe that's a Comic-Con exclusive this year. Not 100% sure on that, but either way, looks pretty awesome. I love that whole like zombie-esque RoboCop, like undead looking thing right there. And you got another version of RoboCop here on a flight stand with the jetpack and everything like that. I don't know if it's going to come with the flight stand or not, or you have to buy that separately. Either way, looks really cool. The paint on there looks nice and metallic, and you get like even looks like some hints of blue throughout, which looks cool. You got the turrets on the arm and missiles coming out of his hands, so a really great looking piece. And then we also have, which I believe they've been showing off since maybe Comic-Con last year. I think they're still waiting on maybe license approval or something like that. But you got the Gremlins 2 Mohawk. I've been waiting on this figure ever since the video game version of him came out, so I can't wait to get this version. But again, we've seen that version already. And then here you just get some of the boxes for the Gremlins and Friday the 13th, as well as some other figures. Now to my favorite part of what NECA's doing, of the whole Comic-Con, is the 1990s Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie quarter scale figures. I have Raph, Donnie, and I just picked up Leo the other day. Here is Mikey. Can't wait to get him. Really looking forward to completing that collection. And then also looks like we're getting a prop replica Casey Jones mask. I don't know if this is, yeah, this is based off of the original movie as well, so we're getting that. We're also getting a ooze canister prop replica, so this is like a life-size canister. I don't know if it comes with the ooze. I don't know if the ooze is included or not, but you can put ooze and have it coming out of the little crack in the, you know, the canister. And now, oh man, this is bittersweet, because you know, when the quarter scale figures, I don't collect quarter scale figures mainly because they're too expensive. But when they announced, you know, whenever it was, a year or two ago, when they announced the Ninja Turtles quarter scale figures based on the movie, I had to have them. And you know, I figured 4 figures, I'll get all 4. It's spread out, you know, every couple months one will release. I'll save up some money, I'll get all 4. Well, now they're expanding that line. And we have here Raph and his trench coat disguise from the first movie, with his little cricket bat and the trench coat and the backpack, and even like the newspaper and everything like that. And it looks amazing. I mean, essentially it's just a re-release of Raph. I'm assuming a re-release of the Raph we already got, just with the added accessories. So it would have been nice if maybe they just released an accessory pack. But it looks like they're re-releasing, or releasing maybe a different version of the figure. And I have to have it because it's amazing. It's Raph, it's a trench coat, a Jose Canseco bat. Like, come on, that's one of the best scenes of the whole movie. So I definitely have to get this one. So not only are they releasing that Raph figure, as you can see here, this is a weapons rack in the quarter scale. If you guys have seen the movie, you know where these weapons are from. This is the Foot Clan's weapons. And I know I saw also a picture earlier floating around. I think they just had the little like name sign type of thing going on, but I think they're Mix Rider and the Foot Soldiers as well in quarter scale. So it doesn't look like this line is going anywhere. I thought it was going to stop after the 4 turtles, but it's not, and I'm excited. I'm very happy. My wallet hates me, but man, I cannot wait to get a Shredder. Can you imagine what that Shredder figure is going to look like? I mean, those turtles were amazing, but imagine Shredder in quarter scale form done by NECA. Wow. So, wow, yeah, I cannot wait for those figures. And then also they're going to be releasing an accessory pack for these turtles, and it's going to come with, it looks like, the 4 baby turtles. I don't know if that extra hand in the background with Mikey spinning the nunchuck, if that's included or not, but you're going to get some pork rinds, some Domino's pizza, and man, look at the detail on the pizza box, on the lid of the pizza box, with like the grease painted on there. Wow, NECA blows me away every year. I don't know how they do it. So I'm definitely looking forward to all that. And another very big announcement that they made today was Slash and the Rock Soldiers, I believe their name was, the Dimension X villains. It looks like these are the video game versions, I'm assuming based off of Turtles in Time for the Super Nintendo. That's what this diorama looks like to me, and I have to have these. Hopefully these aren't going to be some kind of convention exclusive, and I'll be able to get them in stores. Since they are doing the video game thing, I think that's how they'll get away with it. So who knows, but man, very excited for these as well. So there you have it, guys. That is the NECA 2017 San Diego Comic-Con reveals so far. Now today is only Friday, so I'm sure maybe they'll be revealing something else on Saturday. If they do, if there's some big news that comes out, I'll definitely be sure to cover it, and I'll definitely be sure to cover some other stuff from San Diego Comic-Con as well, so stay tuned for that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more. Share this video with your friends, and as always, I'll see you guys next time.